Hey guys, it's Meredith. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing some skincare tips for you guys because I'm starting my skincare series that I've been telling you guys about for forever. I am going to be talking about the products that I like to use when I am breaking out or when I just even get just one zit. So first I want to say, before I show you the products, that when it comes to skincare, not all skincare products are created equal. And I know sometimes, I've seen people talk about fashion bloggers, they will just sometimes only show you guys really expensive items and they'll say, well, it's a really good deal. And you're like, a $400 pair of boots is not a good deal. I don't care how much it's on sale. And that works with clothes. With clothes, you can find a good pair of boots that's 50 bucks and a good pair of boots that's 400 and they were probably made in the same factory. That does not work with skincare. Sometimes in the skincare world, you're paying for what you get. So sometimes, yes, the dollar amount does mean that you're paying for a higher quality product. So with that said, I just want to say that these products are more expensive when it comes to dealing with breakouts and acne, but they are quality. And I also will say I haven't gone and looked on Paula's Choice. You guys know I rave about Paula's Choice and that she is affordable while offering quality in her skincare products. I will try to go and see if there's anything equivalent to what I'm showing you guys today that's maybe a little bit more affordable that you can go check out on Paula's Choice. And I will, as always, link everything down below that I'm talking about today so you can go directly to Sephora or wherever I choose to link it and see the product for yourself. I'm not somebody that I've dealt with major acne and breakouts in a long time. I pretty much my whole life have had pretty decent skin. I've been blessed with that. I think a huge reason for that is because I have always taken very good care of my skin. I've been very sure to wash my face morning and night. I think that has something to do with it. But with that, I will say I have dealt with cystic acne. I tried to go off of my birth control around the time I was 25 and my skin was ticked off at me. I'm going to be talking about a product that I like to use when I struggled with cystic acne and things to avoid as well in this video. I need to preface this video too with the fact that I am not an esthetician. I have not gone to school for any of this stuff. I'm just sharing with you guys what I like to do and what's worked best for me. So please know that just because it's worked for me does not mean it's gonna work for you. And as always, if you ever see any irritation or reaction from any skincare product, stop using it immediately. First, I'm just going to talk about what I like to use for one zit, or if I've got a bunch, this is always what I put on top of them. So the first product I'm going to show you guys is by Sommerville, and it is her Anti-Back Acne Clearing Lotion, and it's this right here. And the active ingredient in this is benzoyl peroxide, and it's 5%. And if you know about Proactive, you know that it claims to clear up acne. Whether or not you've tried to use it and it has for you, I know that the active ingredient in their lotion that they have you put on is benzoyl peroxide. So that's the same active ingredient in this. What I will do is I will just squirt out barely any of this. It takes barely any at all. So I'm just gonna show you. I literally use like about that much that's on my ring finger right now. That's like all I use per zit. And I don't rub it in. What I like to do is I like for it to be absorbed by my zits or my skin to really make sure it gets in there and is going to kill them, because we all want to murder our zits, all right? I will just take the amount on my finger and I will dab it on top of where the zit is, and I will kind of let it just sit there and soak in on its own to kind of create a seal over the zit. That's what I do first for all my zits. And I will do this if I'm home and I don't have makeup on. I will do this multiple times a day. Obviously, this can dry out your skin and your zits, so be careful with that. Be sure that you are moisturizing well to counteract any dryness that this is going to cause. If you see that you start to get really dried and cracked and red, back off of using this and stop using it for a little bit. I have very tolerant skin because I've been doing a lot to it my whole life, so my skin can handle a lot, and I make sure to moisturize really well so I don't struggle with the dryness and the cracking and the redness and the irritation as much as some other people might. I will apply this multiple times a day, for sure in the morning in my morning skincare routine, and for sure at night before I go to bed. If you only want to do this once a day because that's all you have time for, because you don't really have time to squirt out that amount and let it dry and create that seal, I ordered food from Favor for dinner because it's 5 o'clock and my husband's coming home early. So that's my phone telling me my tacos are getting delivered. It's Taco Thursday over here in the Bollinger house. Anyways, what I was saying is if you only have time to do this once a day where you dab it on the areas where you have zits or acne to let it dry and kind of create that seal, do it at night. Nighttime is when your skin is repairing itself, just like the rest of your body. That's why you need to sleep. Everything is being replenished. And everything that's on your face, that's on your skin, is going to be used to do the repairing for you. If you only have one time a day to do this, I would do it at night. And the other thing I will say is if you do choose to do this during the day and you're going to wear makeup, you probably don't want to do my method of letting it dry on top of your zits to create a seal, because it does kind of create a layer of product over your zit. So if you go to put makeup over the top of that, it's going to kind of like peel up. The product's gonna peel up in little balls. So if you're going to wear this during the day, I wouldn't suggest that method for applying it. I would just do it as a moisturizer and apply it the same way you would your moisturizer. I would just get maybe a little bit more of the product out, where it's just a thin layer applied evenly over your face, and you can gently rub it in. Especially if you're somebody that you have breakouts all over or just acne all over, obviously you would want to apply this maybe just all over your face if you are struggling in lots of areas. You can even use this as a preventative measure from getting zits, or if you're somebody that you know that you break out hormonally, this might be something that you want to use around the time that you think you're going to start your period or a little bit before, so that way you can prevent maybe some of those zits from coming up or acne from coming up, because you've put this on your face to go ahead and clean up any of that bacteria that's going to be on your face around the time that you might tend to be more hormonal. So this is the second step that I like to follow up with if I'm at home during the day, not wearing makeup, want to really deal with my zits. Do a little layer of this that I've dabbed on my zits, let it dry and kind of seal over. And then I will go over the top with this. This is also Kate Sommerville, and this is her Eradikate acne treatment, and it has 10% sulfur in it. You can see in the bottle, you guys can't see, but I can see, there's like a layer, a clear layer of alcohol, and then there's the pink ointment underneath that. One thing I want to tell you guys about this is you will oftentimes run out of the alcohol or the clear liquid that's sitting on top of the pink ointment, and I will just refill this myself with 90% alcohol so I can continue to use this. This bottle is not meant to be shook where the alcohol and the pink ointment are mixed together. They are supposed to stay separated. That is the consistency of this product, so be sure not to shake this bottle if you get it. The pink ointment does dry down, so you do need to refill it with the alcohol in order for the product to have the consistency it's supposed to have to apply it onto your acne or your breakouts or your zits. So what I do with this is, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. I just go in with a Q-tip, and you just want to dip this in once, just like with anything else with skincare. Once you've applied the product, and Waylon's over here on the floor giving some zit commentary, aren't you, babe? I love you. Oh, little giggles, that's sweet. But just like with any product, once you go into it once and you've applied the product to your face, you do not want to go back in with that same applicator, because you're going to be putting bacteria back into the product, and you do not want to do that. Go in here once with your Q-tip, and you just dip it in, and you see it comes out pink, just like this. And I will just go on my zits, and I will just put it wherever it is that I have a problem, over the top of the anti-bac clearing lotion. Some of you may find that that combo is too much for you and really dries out your skin. If it is, try one or the other and see if it helps. If one seems to not help, or one seems to help more than the other, then just use one of these products. Or maybe you want to use this during the day because you obviously work and you wear makeup and you can't walk around with pink ointment over the top of your zits during the day. So you might find that you want to wear this during the day under your makeup, and then at night you could double up on them. Or if you decide that it's too irritating, then at night you can just put this on over your zits. What I like to do personally at night is, oh yeah, you like to do this too. But what I like to do at night with this product is I actually sleep with this on my face. I don't get irritated from it, but again, my skin can tolerate a whole lot, and I'm very sure to counteract the dryness with lots of moisturizing. But I will sleep with this over the top of my zits. And I like to do that because when I wake up in the morning, in my experience, it flattens out your zits, so it makes it easier to hide your zits if you're going to apply makeup, or it just makes them less visible, obviously, even if you don't have makeup on. I also feel like it takes the redness out of my zits or acne. You may not struggle with redness. I'm very very fair, and so anytime I get any type of acne, it's really noticeable on me because it's red as compared to the rest of my face. I don't really have red tones in my skin. I have more neutral to yellow tones in my skin, so anything that's pink or red really shows up on me. So I like to use this because it tends to take the redness out of my zits. I do not know the prices of these products off the top of my head. I do know that I get them at Sephora, and Sephora tends to be higher in price range when it comes to any type of skincare slash beauty makeup product. I believe that these products are worth spending the money on. I told you guys I was going to tell you what I like to use for cystic acne. I don't have this product on hand right now because I have not struggled with cystic acne for a long time. I struggled with it when I got off my birth control, and then really the only thing that fixed the cystic acne was me getting back on birth control 6 months later. But what helped when I did have cystic acne was a product from Peter Thomas Roth, which can also be bought in Sephora. I'm sure it can be bought other places. I'm going to link it for you as well down below in the description box. But it is a tub, and it says Peter Thomas Roth on it, and it's a white tub, and it is a sulfur mask. That is the same active ingredient that is in this. The Peter Thomas Roth sulfur mask is different in consistency from the Sommerville Eradikate acne treatment. It is more of a mask. It's almost like a clay mask. It's super, super, super thick. And I would also sleep with that on my face just like I do this Sommerville product. The reason why I like that for the cystic acne is because it is so thick. If you've had cystic acne, you know it is under the skin and there's not a whole lot you can do about it, but it hurts a whole lot and you can see it. It really texturizes your face. I liked that it was thick because it seemed that when I would sleep with it on my face overnight, that it was like suffocating the cystic acne. And so the inflammation really went down for me on my cystic acne when I would sleep with that mask on my face, and a lot of the redness would go away. So if you're struggling with like major acne, even if it's not cystic acne, I highly recommend trying out that Peter Thomas Roth sulfur mask first, maybe even before you try this. This has more of a watery, thin consistency to it, so it's not going to suffocate out the zits or the acne. I feel like this is a great treatment for your zits and for your acne and your breakouts, but if you're really looking for something to suffocate the life out of your zits and acne, that Peter Thomas Roth sulfur mask is extremely helpful. I've used it for a long time. I used it for years. I just found this after I had used the Peter Thomas Roth mask for a long time, and I kind of like that this is thinner and not so heavy duty. The other thing I will say about the Peter Thomas Roth mask is the same thing I mentioned about this. Go into that tub with a Q-tip to get out the sulfur mask. Do not stick your fingers in it. Anytime you have a product that's a tub, make sure you're using some type of applicator or utensil to go into the tub, and you're not sticking your dirty fingers into the tub so you're getting bacteria all in the product, because the more bacteria you get into a beauty product, whether it's makeup or skincare, it's just going to break down the quality and the contents and the active ingredients that are in the product, so you end up kind of wasting your money at some point because you don't know when that bacteria has spread so much into that beauty product that it's no longer going to be working for you. I know a lot of tub type products that I tend to buy will come with an applicator tip, and that's what I will use instead of using my fingers to go into the product itself. That's it as far as the products I like to use. The other thing I wanted to mention about cystic acne to tell you guys to not do not put coconut oil on your face. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like, what? Coconut oil is horrible, horrible, horrible for your face. You can use it on the rest of your body, but it is extremely clogging. So there's a scale called the comedogenic scale, and it ranks from 0 to 5. Coconut oil ranks a 4 on that scale. What that means is, if it's a 5, it means it is gonna clog your pores like crazy. So if coconut oil is a 4 on that scale, it is horrible for your skin on your face. Especially if you have cystic acne, you're just making matters worse. It has also been known to cause cystic acne because it is so clogging to your pores, so stay away from coconut oil. Another thing I wouldn't do if you have crazy breakouts all over your face is I would not be somebody that uses crazy exfoliants with those little beads in them. In my personal opinion, I don't like to exfoliate with exfoliants that have the little beads in them or feel kind of like sandpaper. I just feel like that further irritates your skin. I also don't think that a lot of those products are made properly, or we don't know the roughness or texture of the beads, and so you end up scratching the surface of your skin, which you do not want to do. I think some of the products may be made correctly with beads that are going to be sensitive or gentle to your skin when you're exfoliating, but maybe we don't know the correct amount of pressure to apply when we're exfoliating, so we end up damaging our skin instead of doing what we want exfoliating to do, which is for cell turnover and to get rid of your dead skin cells and to help your skin look more fresh and to have that clean layer so it better absorbs all your other beauty products. I like to use personally liquid or lotion, BHAs or AHAs for exfoliation. I'm going to talk about those later in another video, but I'm going to just put that pointer out there. If you've got acne and your skin's already irritated, I personally do not think you should use a scrub to exfoliate. BHA actually directly is used to deal with acne. So if you've got acne and want to exfoliate, my recommendation to you is to look into BHAs, and there's great ones on Paula's Choice. I'm not going to get into that in this video because it would take me another 30 minutes, but that's what I'm going to recommend to you so far as that is concerned. That's it for my video on what I like to use to deal with my breakouts and acne. I hope that these products are just as helpful to you guys as they are to me, and that you guys can see some clearing up of your acne and zits if you decide to try them out. I also will say, if you want to try out this product, I know you can go into Sephora and ask for a sample. This one you probably can't because they're not going to want to mix these products together. Like I said, the contents stay separated in the bottle. But if you want to try out this one, go into Sephora and ask for a sample just to see if it works for you if you don't want to commit to purchasing it. I think you can also go in and probably ask for a sample of the Peter Thomas Roth Sulfur Mask if they have it in your local Sephora. That's something they could easily get out of the tub and give you a sample of if you want to try that out as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do. You're being so good, you. So the first product I'm going to be talking about is this, which is to dabble on, which can also be bought in Sephora. I cannot say that. Peter. I need to calm down.